Hey guys, so I'm Simone and I'm here with
Asaf!
Woo!
Woo! God.
What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be opening my new custom snare, which this guy over here made for me. So let's talk about like how this first happened.
So
You
that
know,
idea basically from the beginning.
yeah, from the very beginning. So
So basically one day I just saw all this like on Instagram like a wrap that had like fake jeans on there, like a printed logo of jeans, and I was like, huh, why won't they just use real jeans? And I was in Israel at the time at my dad's workshop for a drum workshop, and I was like, hey, let's bring some jeans and let's prototype basically on the snare drums and just hear how they sound or how they look. And then I made this bad boy. This guy right here was the first, like this is like the first prototype with red 6.5 by 13 birch snare.
you were smart.
And birch, yeah. And yeah, and then I was like, huh, Simone's pretty cool. Let me show her the snare drum. And then she saw it and she was like, OMG. So I was like, I'll make you, when do you want a snare drum? A custom snare drum. And she was like, sure. So it was pretty great. And now we're here today, just making lots of snare drums, going great. And Simone, you take the stage.
Yeah, so we first met like he just commented on one of my posts, right? And so I was like,
Symbol.
hey, this guy's pretty cool. Yeah, like you knew exactly what my symbol was. And so I was like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. Let me DM him and say like all this stuff about how I love his snare. And he's like, hey, do you want one? And I was like, sure. So then we're here today.
And then we're here like literally right now. Yeah.
Literally right now in this moment and in this moment.
This
And
decade. Well, you guys are gonna watch this when it's not in the moment, but so sorry. But
but
hashtag
so
20.
so the snare, like
Yeah.
how did like what was the process that you had to do to make the snare?
So we start with a shell.
Right.
Then we basically take jeans. Sometimes they're extra. Yeah. Thank you. Sometimes they're a little bit thick, so we shave it off a little bit from the bottom, so it's gonna be a little bit thinner. And then we are basically gluing it on with like cement glue. It's almost kind of like a glue, but it's cement glue. And we are basically just putting it on, hearing it. If it's not sounding right, take it off, and literally until we get it right 100%, basically. You just put on the rims, and you got yourself a snare drum.
Cool. So do you want to see what mine looks like? I mean, I know you know what it looks like,
Oh yeah, oh it's gorgeous.
but everybody else doesn't know what it looks like. And
Drum
I don't know
roll.
what it looks like.
Should we get a drum roll happening?
Yeah, let's do a drum roll.
All right.
Why not?
Ba ba. Come on! Woo, come on! Yeah! Woo!
Ta-da! This is mega awesome. So this is the snare in the flesh. This is pretty cool, I have to say. The snare in the flesh.
I was dying to show you. I remember I was like, I couldn't stop. It looked so good, and my dad actually made a second one just for himself.
Really?
Yeah, he literally just made us, and he's like, we're gonna call this one the Simone series, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
Rock and roll.
Yep.
Awesome. So let's test it.
Boom. Want to talk a little bit about the finishes too?
Sure. So it's obviously a purple finish, right?
Well, it's actually a steel snare drum.
Right. It is a steel snare drum.
it's gonna have a little bit of a open tone than of course, your wood, but
Right?
all custom purple finish on the lugs, and yeah, and we get the jeans. We try to find like the most like coolest patterned jeans, like that have like weird pockets or something.
Right, 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 right.
You see how it's kind of like layered out in a way. So, and then I think, let me see the snare wires real quick. Regular snare wires, okay. Yeah, okay. And basically, yeah, it comes with two Remo heads.
So let's
And
test it out.
let's test it out.
So it's most likely will be in tune, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So that is beautiful. I'm
It's in
sorry.
tune, dude. Yeah. We made it.
That is awesome. I'm gonna be obsessed with this snare now. And I
Yep.
don't like the one I have. It does have a little overtone, so I have to put like a little muffler on it, so it doesn't have as much. This, nothing on it. It's beautiful and perfect.
Because of the jeans.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
because of the jeans.
So it's not just for looks, it's actually for sound as well.
Wait, is it actually because of the jeans?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, do you wanna test it out? So yeah, that's actually number 3 in the catalog.
Yeah. So we are going to now go over to my drum kit, and we're gonna put it on my drum kit and test it out there.
And oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Actually super psyched. This is actually gonna be really cool.
So see you then.
Hey guys, let's hear all the new snare sounds. Alright, this is just part 1 of my new transformation. Big announcement coming soon. Stay in tune for more.